Hi everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Michelle and I am the founder of Be a Brand Rebel and the Brand Rebel Academy. Now I just had something really funny because I'm running ads on a quite regular basis because I host events, and sometimes those ads are just an automatic process, obviously, so people see them, which is great. I'm very visible out there, and that's going to push buttons. Some people just don't like it when you're probably doing something that they're not, or maybe it just doesn't really resonate with them, which is completely fine. But some people even actually take the time to reply on that, wasting their own time, I think, but yeah, I don't know, it's up to them. And that's something that I just like to talk to you about that whole visibility thing. And yes, you're going to push buttons, and yes, people are going to be negative about that. But let's just take a look at what visibility actually means. So there are a lot of different ways of becoming visible, actually. And so I'm just gonna draw a triangle here. So let's just say that this is the visibility triangle, the visibility pyramid, as I like to call it. And then there are 5 levels that I generally distinguish in terms of visibility. Now, the first thing, if you want to become visible with your brand and really push those buttons as well, is to differentiate. So that means that you're setting yourself apart from the rest. Let's just say that you're in the middle of a crowd and everybody's wearing black jackets, and you decide to to put on a red one. Now, you're definitely going to stand out, believe you me. So let's say that the first level initially is just when you decide to start being different from the big group, let's say. So you're going to differentiate. You're going to decide to be different. Really important for a brand is to decide that you're not going to go on doing things like everybody else is doing, positioning yourself the way that competition is positioning themselves, and actually having the courage to do things your way, with your story and with your personality. So that's the first level. So once you have, I think that this is a really important part, because this is actually the preparation part before you're actually doing the branding part. So this is all about the values. This is about the intangible parts of your brand that will automatically make you stand out and this is also about creating that personality around it. So, okay, differentiate. First way of becoming visible, standing out. Then, of course, as a brand, you're going to need some kind of basic level of marketing. So let's just say that you start with your online presence because, well, guys, it's 2019, and a lot of what we do is digital. There are hardly any brands out there who don't have a website. So let's say that you're going to create some basic presence out there. This is a one-off thing. Like this is an ongoing thing, but you gotta start with defining the brand first, and then you build those websites, you build the basics. That's a one-off thing. What you're going to do next is, of course, create some kind of level of continuous presence on, well, it could be online, it could be in network meetings, it doesn't really matter. This is something that's actually at a low cost, but it requires your ongoing effort, actually. So this could be social media, this could be your email updates, this could be the continuous communication to keep people on board with who you are. Because the thing is, if you're just relying on your website alone and you don't think of ways, it's more than just social, guys, but it's just an example. If you don't think of ways to continue the communication, then people are going to forget about you anyway. And it might be that you have a fantastic brand that stands out, that's different, but if you don't show it, so let's just say email, anything that's continuous was right. Okay, so what else could you do? The next level, that is when you start advertising, you're actually putting your money where your mouth is to leverage that visibility, because, well, to put people on that mailing list, mostly you're going to need some, you know, advertising presence, is my experience. So you're going to do ads. I've noticed that most solopreneurs, most entrepreneurs, let's just say solopreneurs mostly, they don't really differentiate. Not enough, in my humble opinion. This could be better. They have a basic presence, definitely. Everybody has a website. So this is mostly taken care of. But because they don't really stand out, this doesn't stand out either. So you need to start here to actually make sure that the website is going to attract enough people, or that people are going to stay. So, and because this isn't taken care of, they won't stand out in their continuous communication either. Because, you know, this is the basic that kind of influences the rest. And mostly they kind of rely on that continuous thing, mostly social media. But, you know, the thing is with social media, that is only a part of the audience that's there. And actually you want to get people, and it's also, you know, the thing is with with social media, you're not really using technology up to its fullest. So that's why I believe that at some point, if you really want to grow your brand, and for example, you can help them with a product, yeah, you're going to need to do something with advertising to specifically target a certain audience that might resonate with what you have to share. So, okay, ads, and this is what could be annoying for people. At least that's what I noticed just now, because well, it's fine. Gotta laugh about that. The most interesting part is that when you're continuing this, you know, when you're really, really differentiating, you're creating that really good basic presence, you're doing that organic communication from your brand, and also leveraging your visibility through ads, then the ideal situation is at some point that the roles are reversed and that the press is going to give us attention. Now that's awesome, because this is where we get free publicity. And this free publicity is, well, that's a level of exposure that we absolutely love. So the thing is that this is how you become really, really highly visible, through doing going through these steps. And yes, you're going to annoy people. Get used to it, deal with it, whatever. I do recommend, though, that when people post negatively on your ads, that you remove that, because it's ads. But when it comes to the rest and people don't like you, fine. You know, just accept that, because that's just one of the things that happen when you become visible. Visibility just means that you're going to push buttons, and the higher your visibility, the more buttons you're going to push, and but also in a positive way. Don't forget that. You know, for every negative part, there's a positive part, and think of the people that you can help. That's the ones that you want to focus on. All the positive comments, all the people that you're inspiring, and remember that by doing this, not everybody who interacts, not everybody who sees you online will engage through a like. Not everybody will give a comment, but they still see it. That's one of the things that I've noticed throughout, that some people simply, they do see it, and then later on they tell me, oh, I always watch all of your videos, they're so awesome. And then I have no idea. I had no idea, because they'd never like it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Believe in that. Believe that this visibility is going to help people and increase your brand, and you know, just keep going with it, and make sure that you actually push those buttons, because it's fun. Anyway, I wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you next time, guys. Ciao.